Lively wants to sue Justin Baldoni amongst a number of other people who are on his team. This situation is absolutely shocking.
The female protagonist, where I got to be her and experience that, and I sobbed at the end of it, and I did.
What really happened on the set of It Ends With Us that led Blake Lively to take legal action against Justin Baldoni? The allegations are more serious than you might think. From unwanted kisses to discussions of personal sexual experiences, Lively's complaint paints a disturbing picture of life behind the camera. But that's just the beginning of this Hollywood scandal that's about to unfold before your eyes. Blake Lively was on cloud 9 when she landed the lead role in the film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, It Ends With Us. As both the star and producer, Lively saw this as a chance to bring a beloved story to life on the big screen. The early stages of production buzzed with excitement and promise. Lively threw herself into the project, eager to showcase her talents both in front of and behind the camera.
Doing press by himself, and people wanted to know why. He was also the only one that was promoting the film for what it truly was about, which is—
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much.
But as filming got underway, the dream began to unravel. Troubling signs emerged on set, hinting at alleged inappropriate behavior from co-star and director Justin Baldoni. The atmosphere grew tense, and Lively found herself navigating an increasingly hostile work environment. The situation came to a head during an all-hands meeting where Lively, supported by her husband Ryan Reynolds, raised serious concerns about Baldoni's conduct. She detailed repeated boundary violations and inappropriate comments that had made her uncomfortable.
Romantic comedy type of way. Now, Blake has gotten a lot of backlash for how she promoted the film, as people felt like she was not taking it seriously.
The production team listened intently as Lively laid out the issues plaguing the set. In response to Lively's concerns, the team agreed on several crucial changes. They brought in a full-time intimacy coordinator to ensure a safe working environment for all actors. New guidelines were established, prohibiting the sharing of nude videos or images with Lively and her employees. The team also agreed to ban discussions about Baldoni's past struggles with pornography addiction and put a stop to intrusive questions about Lively's personal life without her explicit consent. Despite these measures, the troubles were far from over. As production continued, Lively was shocked to discover unexpected graphic content added to the film without her knowledge or approval. Baldoni had reportedly improvised sexual scenes that weren't in the original script, claiming he wanted to make the film through the female gaze. These additions left Lively feeling violated and deeply unsettled. The shocking allegations against Baldoni didn't stop there. Lively's legal complaint paints a disturbing picture of his behavior on set. It details unwanted advances, intrusive personal questions, and boundary-crossing actions that created a toxic atmosphere. In one particularly unsettling incident, Baldoni allegedly showed Lively a video of his wife giving birth without her consent. As the production wrapped and the team prepared for the film's release, the tension between Lively and Baldoni reached a boiling point. With the marketing phase about to begin, the stage was set for an even more dramatic confrontation that would send shockwaves through Hollywood.
You hear about the things that have come out in a New York Times article that reveal text messages between Justin and his PR crisis team.
There is no typical anything. I think that unhealthy relationships are on a spectrum, and this was a really important one. So,
the $350 million box office success of It Ends With Us should have been a cause for celebration. Instead, it became the backdrop for a Hollywood scandal that would rewrite the rules of on-set conduct. As the film premiered to seemingly positive reception, a storm was brewing behind the scenes that would soon engulf its stars. Initially, fans and critics alike praised the adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel. The film's powerful portrayal of domestic violence resonated with audiences, and ticket sales soared. But as the press tour kicked off, cracks began to show in the facade of success. Observers noticed something off about the promotional appearances. Justin Baldoni, the film's director and co-star, started making solo appearances to promote the movie.
DV, and to avoid talking about this film that makes it feel sad or heavy. It's a story of hope.
This unusual move raised eyebrows among industry insiders and fans. The speculation grew when eagle-eyed social media users noticed that many cast members, including Blake Lively, had unfollowed Baldoni online. As the tour progressed, Lively faced unexpected backlash from fans. Her promotional approach, perceived as overly positive and not serious enough given the film's heavy themes, drew criticism. Viewers felt her marketing strategy didn't align with the film's subject matter, leading to a wave of negative public response. But the real bombshell was yet to drop. Lively's legal complaint alleges that Baldoni and his team orchestrated a coordinated social manipulation campaign to damage her reputation. The documents detail a sinister plan involving a crisis PR manager who proposed tactics like astroturfing.
We were looking for like inspirational content that could have real impact, and she sent it to me, and I'd never read a romance novel, and it was the first time reading a book where they partnered with our dear friends at No More. It was the only way that I could direct this movie, is if I had a group of women specifically behind me who are specialists in this space, and from
creating the illusion of grassroots support for a narrative while actually being orchestrated behind the scenes. Text messages included in the complaint paint a disturbing picture. They allegedly show Baldoni's PR team discussing strategies to bury Lively in the media, revealing a concerted effort to shift public opinion away from Baldoni's alleged misconduct and onto Lively's perceived shortcomings.
Book agent Johanna, who's here somewhere, she introduced me to the book. I was just starting my company, Wayfair Studios.
And generally working to change narrative. All of this would be most importantly untraceable, she wrote. In text, Jennifer says, I think
the controversy cast a long shadow over the film's release. Despite its commercial success, discussions about the impact of such scandals on actors' careers and film releases became prevalent. The tension between box office numbers and public perception highlighted the complex nature of Hollywood's success. As the dust settled, Blake Lively found herself at a crossroads. With her reputation under attack and her concerns about on-set behavior seemingly validated, she made a bold decision. Lively chose to fight back, not just for herself, but for accountability in an industry long plagued by power imbalances and misconduct. Her next move would send shockwaves through Hollywood and set the stage for a legal battle that could change the entertainment landscape forever. Blake Lively's legal complaint against Justin Baldoni has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, potentially reshaping how the industry handles misconduct allegations. Her lawsuit highlights the sinister retaliatory tactics used to silence those who speak up, shedding light on the dark underbelly of celebrity PR. Lively's bold move could influence future film productions and PR strategies.
It's on Netflix now, which is a beautiful.
So how did you get introduced to the book? Because is it technically like a romance novel?
It kind of falls into the romance category. Actually,
and it's one of the reasons I was afraid to direct this movie, let alone act in it. And I wanted to make sure this film always had a female gaze, and I was never
prompting increased scrutiny of industry practices. The case follows in the footsteps of the Turner Me Too movement, pushing for greater accountability in entertainment. Lively's statement reflects a growing demand for transparency. I hope that my legal action helps pull back the curtain on these sinister retaliatory tactics to harm people who speak up about misconduct and helps protect others who may be targeted. As the lawsuit unfolds, it may spark a broader conversation about power dynamics and ethical conduct in Hollywood, potentially leading to lasting changes in how the industry operates.